waving hi? And speaking of saying hello, I'm Matt Sweets with my father and co-host, Big Dave.
Co-host, am I?
Yes, you are. You are. Welcome back to Flicks, Picks, Chips, and Dip. You know, after tax season, it's nice to be able to get back on camera and spread the good word of all these great TV shows that we give usually good assessments of, right? Reviews.
This is true.
And of course, snacks such as chips and dip. So, our first show that we're catching up on here, Next Level Chef. Yes, it's a reality show that's on.
Good one.
I know, right? Yes, it is a reality show on Fox where I am going to be cutting things out.
I know you are.
It's been a while since I've been on camera, you know?
Apparently.
That's what tax season will do to you, folks. Anyway, so Next Level Chef, reality show. Here's what it is, and here are the 5 finalists.
Take everything you love about cooking shows, then throw it into a 3-story culinary games tower. At the top, you've got this beautiful state-of-the-art kitchen, like a Food Network fantasy land. Middle level, solid, respectable, your everyday professional kitchen. And then there's the basement. Yeah, that's where dreams go to die. We're talking busted equipment, limited tools, and you're basically cooking with hope and duct tape. Now here's the twist. Ingredients come down on this moving platform. Top floor gets first pick, basement gets whatever scraps are left. So not only do you have to cook, you've got to draft like an NFL GM under pressure. And of course, because it's not stressful enough, you've got Gordon Ramsay barking at you with Nyesha, Arrington, and Blais mentoring teams like it's a culinary boot camp. Bottom line, this show isn't just about cooking. It's about who can adapt when everything goes sideways. And that, my friends, is where it gets fun. First up, Andy Allo. Yup, that Andy Allo. Actress, singer, worked with Prince, and now she's out here plating fine dining like it's nothing. She's representing the social media chef lane, but don't let that fool you. This isn't TikTok pasta. She's staging in Michelin star kitchens and building a whole modern Cameroonian cuisine concept. So basically, she went from touring with Prince to trying not to burn down the house, and we will see how she does. From global superstar energy to a guy with a power-packed punch comes Caine. This dude is like if a chef and a musician had a really ambitious baby. Private chef, caterer, creative producer. He's not just cooking food, he's trying to create moments. And I respect it. But on this show, you've got 30 minutes, a moving platform, and chaos everywhere. There's not always time for a spiritual experience. So the question is, can artistry survive pressure? But speaking of energy, here's someone who brings it every single time. Darian Bryan. Buffalo, New York, by the way of Jamaica, and this dude brings presents. Signature hats, big personality, Caribbean flavors. Oh yeah, he cooks for NFL players on the side too, by the way. Started with nothing, like literally cooking in Jamaica with limited resources. And now he's out here running restaurants and private events. So when this show throws him in the basement kitchen, that might actually be his comfort zone. Now let's flip it again to a young, hungry, and completely different kind of fire, Gabrielle Coniglio. Palm Beach, big restaurant family, grew up in the business. She's young, talented, and has just enough chaos energy to make things interesting. She's worked in New Orleans, New York, built her style through experience and not just textbooks. And she describes this show as Hunger Games meets Super Nanny, which honestly might be the most accurate description we've heard yet. And then you've got someone who might be the calmest person in the entire competition, which is terrifying. Nicole Lawson, Navy veteran, clinical lab tech, and now chef. This isn't someone who cracks under pressure. This is someone who operates under pressure. Her cooking is rooted in Creole tradition, but with this modern, intentional, almost surgical approach. So while everyone else is scrambling, she might be the one quietly executing like it's just another day in the office. And that's where things get real interesting. 5 chefs left, completely different styles, completely different paths, and only one of them is walking out with $250,000, a mentorship, and the title of Next Level Chef. So now the question is, who's built for this and who's about to crack? All right, so there you have it, our 5 finalists. And again, if you've never seen that Next Level Chef, there's a little idea of what the show is exactly about. Spoiler alert with this one, because we are going to talk about some people that have been eliminated, as well as the finalists. So, first of all, let me just say that I am so glad that Christian got voted off.
Amen.
He's off the island finally. He was, I understand and appreciate some people being very confident. Sometimes it might come off as arrogance in their trade or their skill set. But he was just a dick about things,
He was running over people. He was a pig.
Yeah, lying and scheming and stuff, so I am definitely glad Christian is gone from the mix, though. So, the $1 million question, we have 5 contestants left.
Yes, we do.
Right. Now, all the foods looked amazing. I think all 5 of the finalists, they definitely deserve to be there.
They're very good chefs.
Yeah, because none of the food looked disgusting. Everything looked pretty good. And my father would even eat most of it. So that says something, because you're usually,
Yes.
Sorry, there's no hot dogs on this episode, okay?
Yes, there was.
Oh, yeah,
there was.
Yes, Christian did make pigs in a blanket.
No, well.
Or no, not pigs in a blanket. The little...
Yeah, but he did. He called them pigs in a blanket. But a couple weeks ago, or 3 shows ago, yes,
someone did.
They elevated hot dogs.
Which, yes.
Outstanding.
Look, even if you don't like reality shows that are focused on cooking, you might want to just check that out, because I was shocked too. Like, they did actually manage to figure out a way to elevate a hot dog.
And no beanie weenies.
That would have been your choice.
Yes.
My father would have made beanies and weenies for the competition.
Absolutely.
Oh, the flavor. It's beautiful, as Gordon would put it.
Yes.
Beautiful, beautiful. So who do you think's going to win this sucker here? Now, I gave you the cheat sheet, okay?
Yes.
And who do you have as your finalist there, Big Dave?
I have 2. Caine and Nicole Lawson.
Believe it or not,
those are my 2.
Yes, I would agree with you that, and I've been thinking about this as we watched that last episode here of who I was going to pick. I'm in the same opinion as you. I think it's going to be between Connor and Cole. Now, Cole, and you know how these reality shows work. I mean, you and I can almost predict on Next Level Chef who the next chef is that's going to be eliminated, because they kind of go in rounds, team Blais, team, and so forth, Team Gordon, and
Arrington.
Yes, and you can kind of predict that kind of stuff. But, they set Cole up the entire time to kind of be a front runner and expected to win. Navy veteran, great chef, but... And from a writer or TV perspective, I would imagine they would give it to the female lesbian chef.
You never know.
That's what I would imagine to happen. Plus Gordon, thank you for that in my ear.
You're welcome.
And all the speakers at home, too.
Yes.
Plus, I think, based upon past productions, she fits and checks the boxes of, okay, lesbian, female, chef, we got to give it to her. But I'm personally rooting for Connor.
Why?
I think he's a stronger chef, first of all. He's more dynamic across the board.
Well, number 2, he's a vet, and this is the 250th year.
I don't think he's a vet.
I thought he was. Maybe I'm wrong.
I know Cole's a vet. Connor, I would have to look that up somewhere.
Okay, I might be wrong.
If you know, put it in comments below.
There you go.
Yeah, so I would venture to say I am rooting for Connor. I think, and the reason being specifically is he has been very consistent the entire time.
Has been, yes, he has.
He's been I think the only one that's been consistent the other time.
He's the only one I know that hasn't been in the basement.
Now you're
voted into the basement.
Or he didn't even have to do one of those eliminations, huh?
No. And he might have been in the basement at the very beginning.
Right.
But that would have been the only time.
And then, looking at some of these other finalists here, Andy, I don't think they would give it to Andy. Andy has a career, okay? She performed with Prince. She's been on reality shows and other TV shows. So she has a career in the entertainment and TV business to begin with. It's kind of like that football player, I forget his name, that was on a few weeks ago that recently got eliminated. They don't need the money.
No.
There's no way in hell they're going to be the finalist or the next level chef. Yes, I agree with you. I think it's going to come down to Connor or Cole. I'm rooting for Connor. My man. Go get him. Plus, I looked at his website. He seems like a pretty cool guy, like just to even hang out with. And some of his food that he has on his website looks pretty damn good.
Huh.
And speaking of food,
Yes.
now that we have our assessment of who we think is going to win Next Level Chef, the other part of food, chips. Here we go. Are you ready? Yes? No?
Put them down. We'll see. All right. I guess I got to guess what this is.
Of course you got to guess.
No dip.
Every show's not going to have a chip, and every show's not going to have a dip. It's really going to be snacks, but, flicks, picks, and snacks just, it didn't flow as well, I'm not getting much flavor at all.
No.
Like there's a hint. The aftertaste, there's a little bit of heat at the end of it.
At the end.
But
I get a little bit of tomato.
You got tomato?
That's about
Wow.
it. Yeah. Tomato or salsa.
I didn't even get that out of there.
That's it.
Yeah, it's very bland, I would say.
All right, so what the hell are we eating?
What'd you think it is? I mean, even though it's very bland.
Would I buy them? No.
Well, I know you want to buy them, but is it a pick or do we skip?
I skip it.
You skip it?
Yeah.
I would have to agree with you. But did you know what the flavor is?
No.
Or any guess at all?
No. Something with salsa.
This is a Thai-style red curry made by Blais. Yeah. Like, I'm not getting the Thai, I'm not getting the curry.
No, there's no curry.
I'm getting nothing out of these chips except for a little heat.
Very little spice.
Yeah, very little spice, but, a little heat, after the fact. But, yes, Thai-style red curry made by Blais. Big Dave and I both vote that this is a skip. So don't waste your time or money on these ones. So,
all right.
Sound like a plan. And don't forget to like, follow, share, and subscribe to Flicks, Picks, Chips, and Dip on the America Period Network. Until next time, I'm Matt Sweets, along with my father and co-host, the one, the only, Big Dave.
That's right. Don't forget it.
Boom. Nice.